Are you coasting in neutral or constantly driving your vehicle on low fuel? Over 80% of people are unknowingly destroying their automatic cars every time they drive.
No, God!
From bad habits to overlooked mistakes, these small errors can lead to massive repair bills and a shorter vehicle lifespan. But don't worry, today we're diving into the 12 biggest mistakes drivers make with automatic cars and how to avoid them. And here's the best part. If you stick with me until the end, I'll share a secret insider tip that could save you thousands of dollars and make your car last longer than you ever imagined. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Let's get started. Avoid running on low gas. Many drivers don't realize that constantly running their car on low fuel can wreak havoc on their automatic transmission. The fuel pump, which is submerged in the gas tank, relies on gasoline to stay cool and lubricated. When the fuel level gets too low, the pump is no longer fully covered, causing it to overheat. Over time, this leads to excessive wear, a higher chance of failure, and an expensive repair bill. But that's not all. Low fuel levels also force your car to pull from the bottom of the gas tank, where dirt, debris, and sediment accumulate. These contaminants can clog the fuel filter, damage fuel injectors, and cause inefficient fuel combustion, all of which put unnecessary strain on your engine and transmission. To keep your automatic transmission and fuel system in top shape, never let your gas tank drop below a quarter full. Regularly refuel before reaching the warning light to ensure your fuel pump remains submerged, preventing costly damage. Maintaining proper fuel levels also improves overall engine performance and longevity. Don't coast in neutral. Many drivers believe that coasting in neutral saves fuel, but in reality, it does more harm than good, especially for automatic transmissions. When you shift into neutral while coasting, you cut power from the engine to the transmission, disrupting the lubrication process. This means vital transmission components may not receive the necessary fluid circulation, leading to increased friction, overheating, and premature wear. Another major issue is the loss of engine braking. When your car is in gear, the engine helps slow it down naturally, reducing the need to rely solely on the brakes. Coasting in neutral eliminates this benefit, putting extra strain on the braking system, leading to faster brake wear and a higher risk of brake failure on long descents. From a safety perspective, coasting in neutral also reduces your control over the vehicle. If you need to accelerate suddenly to avoid a hazard, shifting back into drive causes a delay, which could be the difference between avoiding an accident and getting into one. Always keep your car in gear when driving, even when slowing down. Modern fuel-injected cars automatically adjust fuel consumption when decelerating in gear, meaning coasting in drive doesn't waste extra fuel. By staying in drive, you'll maintain full control, protect your transmission, and ensure your braking system lasts longer. No hard launches. Gunning the gas pedal from a complete stop might feel exhilarating, but it's a nightmare for your automatic transmission. Rapid acceleration forces the transmission to handle an immediate and extreme surge of power, which can cause severe internal damage over time. Unlike manual cars where you can modulate clutch engagement, an automatic relies on the torque converter and transmission fluid to transfer power smoothly. Hard launches put immense strain on these components, leading to premature wear and overheating. Beyond the transmission, the drivetrain also suffers. The sudden jolt of power stresses axles, the differential, and engine mounts, making them more susceptible to cracks, misalignment, and eventual failure. Tires wear out faster too, since the excessive torque leads to unnecessary spinning and uneven tread wear. If you want to preserve your transmission and drivetrain, accelerate gradually from a stop. Let the transmission smoothly transition through gears instead of forcing it to handle sudden bursts of power. Not only will this help your vehicle last longer, but it will also improve fuel efficiency and provide a smoother ride. Never drive without warming the engine. Jumping into your car and driving off immediately, especially in cold weather, can significantly shorten the life of your engine and transmission. When an engine is cold, the oil and transmission fluid are thicker and haven't yet circulated properly to all the components. This lack of lubrication increases friction, causing unnecessary wear on critical parts like the pistons, cylinders, and transmission gears. For automatic transmissions, this is even more critical. Transmission fluid needs to reach its optimal temperature to ensure smooth shifting and proper function. When you drive off too soon, the transmission struggles to operate efficiently, leading to rough shifts, delayed acceleration, and even long-term damage to the internal components. Before driving, let your car idle for at least 30 to 60 seconds to allow the oil and transmission fluid to circulate. In extremely cold weather, giving it a bit more time, up to 2 to 3 minutes, is beneficial. This simple habit will reduce long-term wear and improve the overall performance and longevity of your vehicle. Don't leave the car in drive while stationary. Keeping your car in drive while sitting still, whether in traffic or at a red light, puts unnecessary strain on your transmission and brakes. When your foot is on the brake while the car is still in drive, the engine continues trying to push the car forward, forcing the transmission to fight against this resistance. This generates excess heat, which can degrade transmission fluid and lead to long-term wear on internal components. Additionally, your brakes suffer too. Holding the car in place by applying constant brake pressure increases brake pad wear and can lead to overheating, reducing braking efficiency over time. If you're going to be stopped for more than a few seconds, shift into neutral or park to relieve stress on both your transmission and brakes. Using the parking brake in longer stops will further reduce wear and keep your vehicle running smoothly. Avoid resting your hand on the gear stick. Resting your hand on the gear stick might seem harmless, but it's a habit that can cause serious issues over time. The gear stick is connected to delicate internal components that manage gear shifts. When pressure is applied, even lightly, it puts strain on the shift linkage and synchronizers, leading to premature wear and misalignment. Additionally, resting your hand on the gear stick promotes poor driving posture, reducing reaction times in critical situations. Keeping both hands on the steering wheel ensures better control and responsiveness. Only touch the gear stick when changing gears. Keep both hands on the wheel for optimal control and to prevent unnecessary transmission wear. No shifting modes. While moving, switching gears at high speeds might seem harmless, but it actually causes mechanical shock that can strain and damage your automatic transmission. The internal components, such as the clutch packs and planetary gear sets, are designed to engage smoothly under controlled conditions. When you shift between modes, like from drive to reverse while moving, these components are forced to engage abruptly, leading to excessive wear and potential failure. Always bring your car to a complete stop before changing gears, whether shifting from reverse to drive or switching to park. Allowing the transmission to engage properly prevents costly repairs and keeps your car running smoothly. Never shift to park while moving. Shifting into park while your car is still moving can cause severe damage to your transmission. The parking pawl, a small metal component that locks the transmission in place, is designed to engage only when the vehicle is fully stopped. If you shift into park while the car is still rolling, the pawl can break or become misaligned, leading to costly repairs and the inability to keep the car stationary when parked. Always bring your car to a complete stop before shifting into park. This ensures the parking pawl engages properly and prevents unnecessary damage to your transmission. Always use the emergency brake. Many drivers assume that putting their car in park is enough to keep it stationary, but this misconception can lead to major issues. The parking pawl, a small metal component in the transmission, is designed to hold the car in place, but relying on it alone puts unnecessary strain on the transmission. Over time, this can lead to wear and even failure, making your vehicle prone to rolling unexpectedly. Using the emergency brake takes the pressure off the transmission by securing the wheels, preventing unintended movement and protecting the parking mechanism. This is especially crucial when parking on an incline, as the added force can accelerate wear on the parking pawl. Always engage the emergency brake before shifting into park. This simple habit reduces stress on your transmission and adds an extra layer of safety. Don't leave your car in neutral in traffic. Leaving your car in neutral while stopped in traffic might seem like a way to reduce strain, but it actually does more harm than good. Unlike drive mode, where the engine stays engaged with the transmission, neutral disconnects power, leading to increased brake wear and reduced vehicle control. When in neutral, the engine braking feature is disabled, forcing your brakes to work harder to keep the car stationary. Over time, this added strain can cause premature brake pad wear and reduced braking efficiency, making it more difficult to stop effectively in an emergency. Additionally, if you need to accelerate quickly to avoid a hazard, shifting from neutral to drive creates a delay. This fraction of a second can be the difference between avoiding a collision and getting into one. Keep your car in drive while stopped in traffic and hold the brake. This allows for better responsiveness and prevents excessive wear on the braking system. Your transmission is designed to handle idling in drive, so you won't be causing unnecessary damage by keeping it engaged. Avoid getting water in the transmission. Driving through deep water might seem harmless, but it can lead to catastrophic damage if water enters your transmission. The transmission is a sealed system that relies on transmission fluid to lubricate and cool its internal components. If water seeps in, it contaminates the fluid, causing it to lose its lubricating properties and turn into a thick, sludgy mixture that promotes overheating and excessive friction. Water contamination can also lead to corrosion inside the transmission, damaging critical components such as clutch packs, valve bodies, and gears. Once water mixes with transmission fluid, the only way to fix the issue is a complete fluid flush, or in severe cases, a costly transmission rebuild or replacement. Avoid driving through floodwaters or deep puddles, especially if the water level is high enough to reach the transmission vent or dipstick tube. If you suspect water has entered your transmission, have it inspected and serviced immediately to prevent irreversible damage. Never drive with 2 feet. Using both feet to drive an automatic car might seem like a good way to stay prepared, but it actually creates more problems than solutions. Pressing the accelerator and brake at the same time confuses your car's sensors, leading to erratic transmission behavior, unnecessary stress on the drivetrain, and even unintended acceleration. One of the biggest dangers is overheating the brakes. Keeping 1 foot lightly on the brake while accelerating causes continuous friction, leading to excessive brake pad wear and potential brake failure. This habit not only shortens the lifespan of your brakes, but also makes it harder to stop in emergency situations. Additionally, driving with 2 feet can reduce reaction time. In high-pressure situations, your brain might instinctively press both pedals at once, increasing the risk of losing control of the vehicle. Always use your right foot to operate both the brake and accelerator. This ensures that you don't inadvertently apply both pedals at once, reducing unnecessary strain on your vehicle and improving your ability to react to road conditions effectively. Bonus tip: don't overfill your gas tank. Topping off your gas tank after the pump clicks off might seem like a good way to get the most out of a fuel stop, but it can actually cause serious issues for your vehicle. Overfilling can lead to fuel spilling into the Evaporative Emissions Control System, EVAP, which is designed to manage fuel vapors, not liquid gasoline. When fuel enters the EVAP system, it can clog the charcoal canister and damage sensors, leading to poor fuel efficiency, increased emissions, and potential engine performance issues. Over time, this added strain can indirectly impact your transmission by forcing the engine to work harder to compensate for fuel delivery inconsistencies. When refueling, stop filling as soon as the pump automatically shuts off. Avoid adding extra fuel to round up the price or squeeze in a bit more. This simple habit will help protect your EVAP system, improve fuel efficiency, and prevent unnecessary repair costs. And that wraps up our list of the biggest mistakes you should avoid when driving an automatic car. By keeping these tips in mind, you can extend your vehicle's lifespan, save thousands on repairs, and enjoy a smoother driving experience. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on expert car tips. Got any questions or personal experiences to share? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you.